Is everything okay? I'll call you back. My meeting's over, okay? Uh-huh. Bye-bye.
All right, almost there. Just one more sitting here.
Okay.
All right, and we are live.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we ready? Everything's black, Mr. Moman. Okay.
Should be fine now?
All right, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harrisburg City Council Public Hearing. My name is Wanda R.D. Williams. I'm the chair, and all of City Council are members. Today is Monday, November the 23rd, 2020. I am now calling this meeting to order at 5:39. Mr. Petrovsky, please do the roll call.
Mr. Allett,
Present.
Ms. Bowers,
Present.
Ms. Daniels, Ms. Green,
Present.
Mr. Madsen, Mr. Majors,
Here.
Ms. Williams.
Present. Thank you very much. One important thing, council members, before we begin tonight is please speak clearly. And while individuals are speaking, please mute your button. Also, we will have public comment coming through for the hearing tonight and also through the internet comment portion. We will begin tonight with committee business in this Public Works Committee, Bill 13, 2020. Mr. Petrovsky, please read that into record.
Bill 13 of 2020 is an ordinance vacating and striking from the official map of the city of Harrisburg a portion of Kent Alley within the block bounded by 1820 North 5th Street, Calker Street, and Fulton Street, and an unnamed grocer's alley running from the portion of Kent Alley to Calker Street pursuant to Chapter 3-109 of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Harrisburg.
Thank you, Mr. Petrovsky. Mr. Petrovsky, please do the public comment through Zoom, and then do the public comment through the email section second. And also, please keep in mind, everyone, that we will be doing 2 minutes to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to give their opinion or issues or questions concerning Bill 13 of 2020. I now will turn the meeting over to the administration. Ms. Baldick, are you going to begin the meeting, the public hearing?
Yes, thank you, President Williams. I just want to begin by putting some items on the record, and this is what I've marked as City's Exhibit A. It is a true and correct copy of Bill 13 of 2020. Along with the bill, it contains the street vacation petition that has been submitted by Mr. Tariq Castile. It also contains the survey of the portion of Kent Alley to be vacated. It contains the comments of Dauphin County Planning Commission. Additionally, it contains the Planning Bureau's case report. And finally, it contains, see here, the resolution of the Harrisburg Planning Commission.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Baldick.
Thank you.
I will now turn it over to Mr. Knight.
Yes, thank you and good evening, council members. The application bill before you tonight is in regards to the vacation of a paper street that is running through the alley previously described by Mr. Petrosky. This application is related to the lot consolidation and land development plan that was reviewed last Tuesday by the city council members for 434 and 440 Kelker Street, which is the construction of an 8-unit multifamily dwelling housing project at the subject properties. The Planning Bureau and the Planning Commission both recommended that this request be approved with the following conditions. If there is water or storm sewer infrastructure managed by Capital Region Water running along or through the right-of-way to be vacated, the applicant will coordinate with the authority to address any outstanding issues related to access or maintenance. And this is a pretty boilerplate language when we do not receive a response from Capital Region Water, just to ensure that before, as the applicant goes forward with the project, they're coordinating with the necessary utilities to ensure that they don't interrupt any service or damage any infrastructure. The Planning Bureau and the Planning Commission both recommended that the request be approved for the following reasons. The existing Kent Alley right-of-way and the other right-of-way, the Grocer's Alley, is essentially a paper street running across a vacant lot. As such, the vacation will not have any impact on traffic circulation. And the proposed street vacation will permit the subsequent lot consolidation of the properties on the site, thereby allowing the eventual development of the site to occur without necessitating requests for relief from aspects of the zoning code. As the Planning Bureau noted in the review of the land development plan that accompanies this street vacation, we see this as a very positive project. It's a great development for that corner. It is a continuation of the applicant's previous efforts, redevelopment efforts further north along that block of North 5th Street. This will bring, much needed housing units to the city and to the neighborhood. We are happy to support this particular proposal. And with that, I will turn it over to the applicants if they'd like to add anything else.
Mr. Wise.
Yes, good evening. Dan Wise with RJ Fisher Engineering, representing the applicant TLC Construction and Renovations. The application stands as mentioned. It is requesting the street vacation of a portion of Kent Alley and the adjoining portion, a 5-foot right-of-way known as, I guess, Grocer's Alley, in relation to the Kelker Street Apartments project. If they have any questions, I'm glad to answer them at this time.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Wise. Council members, if you have any additional questions on Bill 13, 2020, Ms. Bowers.
I don't have any questions. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Alley.
Yeah, I have no additional questions on this bill at this time.
Thank you. Ms. Green.
No, I don't have any additional questions on this. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Majors.
No questions at this time, but look forward to the project. Well, no, I guess one. Were there any residents in that vicinity have they expressed any issues or concerns with this proposed project and the lot consolidation associated with it?
So the big issues brought up by the public really occurred during the initial review of this project earlier this year. And they largely revolved around the issue of parking. As we noted in last week's review of the land development plan, the applicant is committed to dedicating spaces at the adjacent lot just to the north, which they also own, to the residents of this building. And in addition, they are creating a path between that parking lot and entrances in the back of the property, in the back of the building, that they also agreed to as part of an effort to mitigate the public's concerns about parking and about residents actually using that lot and then walking to the building. That was largely the context of most of the public comments. So the applicant has really worked hard, I think, to address some concerns of the public in their redesign of the project.
Okay, thank you. And I guess President Williams, I think you mentioned that I'm trying to understand the way that the public will be able to comment this evening. Are they commenting via Zoom, or are they commenting via just the written comments that we typically have gone through?
No, they would be able to comment either way, Mr. Majors. They would, as we ask the questions from council members, then I will open up for the public comment, and they have an opportunity to join today vocally.
Okay. So as I'm here, I just got a question from a member of the public saying that they're having issues attempting to comment via Zoom. So I don't know if Moman can hear me, if there's a way we can
Yes,
make sure
yes,
that
they just need to raise their hand, and then
Okay.
Once we see that hand raised,
If they raise their hand, Mr. Moman, you will, Mr. Petrowski, Mr. Moman, you will.
Okay, following our portion. Okay. All right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was clear. And then as Mr. Knight, so I get most of the comments that we've received so far have been addressed via the applicant working to ensure that they have parking available. So no additional questions for me at this time.
Okay. Mr. Mattson or Ms. Daniels, are you on yet? Okay. I don't have any additional questions, just a comment. This certainly addresses the affordable housing crisis that we have in the city of Harrisburg. So I am commending TL Works for incorporating this particular project. So thank you, Mr. Wise, as well. Any additional questions, council members, before I move on for public comment? Okay, I now will open up for public comment. Mr. Moman, do we have any public comment?
Not at this time yet via Zoom, but if any of the attendees want to make a comment, just simply click on the raise hand icon on your Zoom app.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and unmute you.
We'll give them a couple minutes, Mr. Moman. Oh, I'm sorry. Just got a call from Dave, Mr. Mattson. Just a minute, please. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. That was Mr. Mattson. He's getting ready to log on. Mr. Moman, no additional comments out there?
No, I do not see any hands raised.
Okay. Mr. Petrowski.
There are no written comments submitted either.
Okay. I'll give Mr. Mattson a couple minutes to get on. I think he has a comment or he has a question. So we'll just take a couple minutes. Mr. Moman, is Mr. Mattson on yet?
I do not see him yet.
Okay. Mr. Majors, were you able to get in touch with that individual who had a comment or question?
No, they were just, it was an issue to making sure that everything was working properly. I think that was it. I don't know if they could comment, but they just couldn't call them properly. So looks like it had been addressed.
Okay.
I just heard from Councilman Madsen. He does not have any further questions.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Petrosky. And no additional comments from the public?
No.
Mr. Pardon me?
No written comments submitted
Okay. And no vocal comments?
and no hands are raised.
Okay. No additional comments, council members as well?
Just need to confirm that this will be on the agenda for tomorrow for vote.
Yes, I was, sir. I wanted to ask if any council members have any additional questions or comments before I do that. And now, Mr. Majors, you're the committee chair. Is it your advice that you would like to have this on the agenda for tomorrow's vote at the legislative session?
Yes, seeing no additional questions and or comments from any members of council or the public, I'd ask that we move Bill 13 to our agenda for a vote at our next legislative session.
Okay, I thank you. Here are no additional comments or questions. I ask for an adjournment, please. Have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
May I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you very much. Our hearing is officially adjourned. Thank you, Ms. Shannon.
Thank you, President.
Meeting's officially adjourned.
Thank you. Good evening.
Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Bye, Shannon. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you. Thank you.
Thanks. See everyone tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.